Hey folks, it's Mark from Kings Landing Sport Fishing. It is Friday, July 9th, and I want to do a report for you. As many of you know, we've had a couple of days of east winds that has mixed the lake up pretty good, so I thought I'd give you guys a report as to how we made out. But before I do that, if I can ask you to click on the subscribe button and the like button if you find these reports really useful, helps me out a great deal. So with that, 2 days of blow, what did we get faced with? So I left the marina this morning. 65 degrees, 65, 67 on the surface. And as I started to drop the Fishhawk probe down, the temperature just didn't change. You know, I had the probe down, I think about 85 feet, and I still had mid 60s down temperatures. It wasn't until I started to drop the probe, call it deeper than 110, 120, that I start to see water temperatures in the 50s. So you really don't have a great thermocline like we'd like. I did drop the probe down to 150, and I think that's when I saw 48 degrees Fahrenheit water. So I had 2 trips today, 2 groups. Tough fishing, but we got some fish, so I can't complain. So I'll give you guys more of the tips around where the fish came from. Bottom line, it is all about downriggers and it's all about mag divers. If you don't have a mag diver, I'd almost say don't bother putting a diver out. The downriggers, we had one downrigger at 110, and we had another downrigger at 135. The 135 downrigger did most of the damage, but we did take a few fish on the 110. From a diver perspective, I was running mag slide divers today, so with the heavy ring and the heavy weight, I had those out. One of them was out 250, the other one was out 200. So I figure the 250 gets me down about 110, and the 200 I think gets me down around 85 or so. Today was pretty much all a meat bite. Didn't really run much for spoons. I only actually had one in the evening trip. I put one 6 color out down the chute just to see if I could find any rainbows or cohos, and I picked up one rainbow on it. The flies in the morning took no bites. It was all meat. So in the evening I put out a mixture of meat strips and anchovies. And we did quite well. It wasn't a stellar bite, don't get me wrong. It wasn't double digits, but I think we ended up going with for 7 for 9 in the evening, and I think we went 6 for 8 in the morning. So not too bad considering. The fish that we did get, for the most part, they're pretty decent. And actually, this evening, right around 8 p.m., we got a 26 and a half, 27 and a half. It was bouncing on the scales. I'm going to call it a 26 and a half. Bouncing on the scales, king. A little bit too small to weigh in for the derby, but a nice fish nonetheless. And my guests had a great time fighting it. So if you're out this weekend fishing out of bluffers, but I'd say actually I hear this is pretty consistent water temperature and conditions across the North Shore. The ticket is deep, really, really deep, and you probably want to be fishing with either whole bait or strip bait, meat of some form. That's the ticket right now, and it's all about deep downriggers and mag divers. I did put out a 400 weighted steel and a 350 weighted steel, and even with those, I just don't think they got deep enough. I never got bit in those particular rods. So hopefully you find this report helpful. If you do, again, don't forget to click on that subscribe button. It helps me out a great deal. And for those of you, good luck on the water. Tomorrow, Saturday, July 10th, and it's also Kids Fishing Day for the Great Ontario Salmon Derby, so it should be cool. I imagine there'll be lots of boats out. Anyways, have a good evening. It's time for me to sign off, try and find myself some dinner, and get to bed before 5 a.m. comes around quickly. Talk to you later. Bye.